Knicks Nation. Today is Monday. It's the 8th day of January 2024. I hope you enjoyed your weekend. I hope you're safe and healthy and that your family's safe and healthy and that the needs of you and your family in terms of food, shelter, clothing, as well as health being met today. Blessings upon those that work in the healthcare field who, along with the first responders, are out here every day saving lives, and those that pick up garbage to keep our places clean, and those that make deliveries for our convenience. Double blessings on the men and women that are out here trying to help rescue, deliver, and recover the teenagers and children that are the victims of child molestation and pedophilia. People that are also the victims of prostitution and child prostitution, pornography and child pornography, human trafficking and sex slavery. Double curses on the perpetrators of these things. Double curses on those that profit from these things. Double curses on the perverts that create the industry. Finally, double blessings on the homeless. Nearly 600,000 men, women, and increasingly senior citizens homeless in the United States of America, and many millions more around the world in similar or worse conditions. Blessings upon them, for theirs is the kingdom. So as we wake up this morning, we find the Knicks in a three-way tie with the Magic and the Cleveland Cavaliers for the fourth seed in the East. The Magic won last night in Orlando. They're in a homestand right now. They beat Atlanta in overtime. It was a great game. Atlanta, you can see, is really why they right now it's 14-21. They can't execute down the stretch, and the reason they can't is really DeJounte Murray and Trae Young just not working. They got a rising star in Jalen Johnson, but he's learning. He's a young kid and he's learning, but he's a tremendous talent. But they need to really, they need to tear the thing down and start over. But that's their problem. But they went and they had a big lead going into the fourth quarter, and they lose to the Magic in overtime last night. So the Magic go to 21-15. Cleveland has been really balling. They've won 3 straight with no Evan Mobley and no Darius Garland. They won 3 straight, and they're 7-3 in their last 10. Again, with the Knicks, who have won 4 straight, 6-4 in their last 10. And so it's going to be a dogfight all the way to the end. Now Philly we're all 3 teams are 2.5 games away from Philly. That could change in a week, right? And then Indiana and Miami are tied for the 7th seed, and they're both a half game away from New York, Cleveland, and Orlando. See, this is a total dogfight, and it's going to continue. The first team to really put together a nice winning streak could probably take the 4th seed or even the 3rd seed. And the first team to put together a losing streak is going to probably be into the play-in. And so that's where we're at right now. Now, the games tonight that are important for the Knicks is the Pacers play the Celtics in Indiana. Now, Pacers are 20-15. I'd like the Celtics to win this game. The Celtics are 28-7. And so they'll go to 29-7, no problem. They're running away with the East anyway. So let them go to 29-7. The Pacers, if they lose, go to 20-16. That would mean the Knicks are 21-15. That would put a full game between us and the Pacers. Also tonight, the Rockets are coming into Miami to play the Heat. Now the Rockets just beat, I believe they just beat Milwaukee last Saturday. Let's go back. I think they just beat Milwaukee last Saturday. And let me just make sure I'm telling you the truth. Yes, they did. They beat Milwaukee in Houston last Saturday, 112-108, with a very balanced attack. Antetokounmpo had 48 in that game, and they still lost. Houston is for real. That's another team that's up and coming. They're not like an elite team. I wouldn't call them an elite team right now, but they're definitely not a doormat anymore. And of course, they got Fred VanVleet as their point guard. They got Jalen Green, young talent. You know, they got Tari Eason. They got Sengun. They got a nice, and of course Jabari Smith Jr. They got a nice young crew that they can run. And so, they're coming into their own. And right now, I think what's hurting them is Dylan Brooks has been a revelation for them. He has brought toughness and defense to their squad, similar to what OG's doing for us. So Dylan Brooks is out, and I don't know how long he's out for. Let me see here. They got him listed. He's out against Miami. Oblique. He's got an oblique issue. So I don't know how. And Tyree Eason is out against Miami. Lower leg. Tyree Eason and Dylan Brooks have been out for about a week at least. So that's going to be a tough road to hoe. But they were also out Saturday night when they beat the Bucks. So I'm hoping against hope that Houston will be able to beat Miami in Miami today, because that would help the Knicks. Again, a loss by Miami makes them 21-16 and gives the Knicks a half game lead again in the East. Now, I don't think Cleveland is playing tonight. Let me just double check. No, Cleveland is not playing tonight. Cleveland plays probably tomorrow night. Let me see. Nope, Cleveland's off for a couple of games here. Let's see. Yeah, Cleveland's off for a couple of days, man. They're getting a couple of days rest. Wednesday, the next time they're in action, probably. Let's see who they play. Dang, I don't see Cleveland anywhere. Where is Cleveland getting a long break? Yes, they are. Cleveland just won a 2-point game yesterday against the Spurs. And that's what made them go 21-15. But I don't see them playing again for a minute. Where they at? Let me see. They're not playing tonight. Nope. And they're not playing tomorrow. Nope. And they don't appear to be playing Wednesday. They're getting a long break. So they're getting the chance to get all their players back. Because they're getting a long break. Are they playing Thursday, these guys? Let's take a look here. Yes, they finally play Thursday. They play a 2 o'clock game. That's strange. They're playing Thursday at 2 p.m. against the Nets. Strange. It's not like a holiday. Like Martin Luther King is next Monday, but they're playing this Thursday at 2 o'clock against the Nets. That's the next time they're playing. But for us, the most important games today, again, Celtics against the Pacers. I'm looking for the Pacers to win that game. Rockets against the Heat. If the Rockets could somehow go to Miami and steal one, that's going to help us. And then, of course, the Knicks have to take care of business tomorrow night when the Knicks play the Portland Trailblazers at Madison Square Garden. So this is getting tight. The Knicks are hitting their stride at the perfect time. Again, as we said, they come out of the first 3 months of the season in very good shape, with a winning record. We expected something around 500. Last time they lost Mitch Rob, they were holding their own at 500. But now, with Hartenstein starting, and now you getting an OG Anunoby, the whole game has changed now. People keep asking about, will we be able to re-sign Hartenstein? Hartenstein got the biggest contract of his life with the Knicks. 2 years, $16 million. That's what he's working on now. He's in the second year of that. He's also, because he's starting, he's got $1 million in incentives that will probably pay. So he's going to probably get about $9 million this year. The Knicks will probably, I think, offer him somewhere between $48 million and $60 million for 4 years. And if you know the Don, you know that fourth year is going to be a team option. That's what the same kind of deal that Dante DiVincenzo has, the same kind of deal that Josh Hart has. It'll be the same deal. It's kind of deal. It'll be a 4-year deal, somewhere between 12 and 15 million a year, and it'll be, a 4th-year team option. And I think he'll take that. So that'll be done. And somebody said, well, what about Mitchell Robinson? Mitchell Robinson will probably come off the bench, and Mitchell Robinson has never had a problem coming off the bench. He just wants to win. He's getting his money, and the Knicks have no problem paying him $15 million a year. And then you're going to get 2 guys that are going to, when they're healthy, make you have the best center tandem in the NBA. And so they're probably going to keep that. And then so you play Mitch Rob in that second unit, they're going to be held to pay, for second units around the NBA, because now you're going to have Deuce, Grimes, Hart, and Mitch Rob. Somebody said, well, what about Precious Achiuwa? I don't know. For now, we need Precious. Let Precious roll. But going forward in the summer, I don't know. But I think Mitch Rob would have the upper hand in the Knicks' decision-making about you choosing between Precious Achiuwa in your second unit and Mitchell Robinson. So Mitchell Robinson, who is, got the defensive chops to be an All NBA defender, he'll be in the second unit. So we'll see what happens. Will Chua play? I don't know. You got decisions with Achua, Jericho Sims. They just waived Taj Gibson. And that shouldn't be surprising to anybody because Taj Gibson was brought on as insurance. He was brought on as insurance because now you lost Mitchell Robinson. You weren't sure what you were going to get out of Hartenstein. Sims was hurt, so you brought in Taj Gibson. Okay, now you got Sims back. Now you got Hartenstein starting, and you got Precious Achua. Now you don't need Taj. Taj's contract was going to be guaranteed for the rest of the season if they didn't cut him. So they did. But I would not be surprised if you see Taj as an assistant coach on the Knicks. I would not be surprised. He'd be an excellent addition to Tom Thibodeau's staff. And he knows Thibodeau's game. Him and Thibodeau understand each other. He's from Brooklyn. I would not be surprised if we saw Taj Gibson as a Knicks assistant coach. If not right now, certainly for next season. I definitely think he could do that. So we'll see how that works out. But for now, the Knicks are rolling 4 straight. We got to take care of business tomorrow against Portland. Let's hope that tonight Houston could beat Miami and Boston. I can't believe we're rooting for Boston, but I want Boston to beat the Indiana tonight, so that now that gives us a little breathing room in the East. It's going to be a dogfight all the way through. The Knicks are in an excellent position right now to really take one of the top between the 4th seed and the 6th seed, and don't let them really get into another cylinder because then Philly's in trouble. We'll see how this works out. But we're in good position right now. We don't need to make any trades. All of you trade mongers need to calm the F down. And the reason I say that is because the Knicks are rolling. You don't want to disrupt what you got right now. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. It's fine. Okay? So let's just keep rolling with what we got and go from there. Anyway, y'all enjoy your Monday. Be safe out there. Shalom.